Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, make sure that you go down below and hit the subscribe button. And you might have wondered this number 7 popping up everywhere in the nature. We have 7 colors of the rainbow, we have 7 wonders of the world, we have 7 days in a week, we have 7 continents. And at first, it might seem that we don't have this number 7 popping up in piano because the repeating unit in piano is of 12 notes. Now it turns out then more than 99% of the songs that you hear are only based on 7 different notes. And these 7 notes are some different combinations of these 12 notes only. And these different combinations result in different kind of tunes. Some of them result in happy tunes, some of them result in sad tunes, some of them result in some mysterious kind of tunes. And if you were to pick any random combination of these 7 notes, chances are that you'll be just making noise and troubling your neighbors. That is why we have some standardized combination of these notes. And these different combinations are called scales. Now scales can be of many different types. We can have major scales, we can have minor scales, we can have harmonic scales, we can have melodic scales. But most of the songs only use major and the minor scale. Now let us get to piano and understand these scales in more detail. Now let us start with the simplest major scale that we have. So the simplest major scale is the C major scale. Now why is the C major scale simplest major scale? Because it includes only the white notes, and in fact it includes all the white notes. So you start on C, then D, then E, F, G, A, B, and just to complete the scale we also play the last note, which is C. So the scale is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now C major scale is also the answer to why your keyboard has this strange pattern of black and white keys. This is in order to make the C major scale the simplest major scale. And also because of the spacing between these black and white keys, your fingers don't have to stretch too much and your fingers can span and whole octave. Otherwise your fingers would be jumping around like a freaking clown. So the finger pattern for the C scale is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the right hand, and on the left hand the pattern is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Now this finger pattern is made such that your fingers don't really have to cross over a big gap. Suppose if you were to take a different pattern, suppose instead of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right hand, you're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3 on the right hand. So it will look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have to cross this big gap: 1, 2, 3. So it is a bit difficult. That is why this finger pattern is the optimal finger pattern, so that your fingers have least amount of stress on them. Now let us closely look at C scale. So when you go from C to D, it's a whole step. You go from D to E, it's a whole step. You go from E to F, it's a half step. You go from F to G, it's a whole step. G to A, whole step. A to B, a whole step, and B to C is again a half step. So the pattern is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now this pattern of whole steps and half steps will be same for any major scale. Yeah. Now if you take any other scale, suppose you take D major scale as an example, you start on D. You take a whole step, you take a whole step, then you take a half step, then you take a whole step, then a whole step, then a whole step, then a half step. So this is the D major scale. Now if you want to remember this pattern, you can try and remember this pattern. It is not a very difficult one, but if you're not able to remember this, just look at the black keys. So black, black, then a gap, black, 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 gap. So you can remember it as whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now this pattern is true for any major scale. And previously we took the example of D major scale. Now you can remember all the notes of D major scale if possible, but you really don't need to remember all the notes. What you can do is just remember which sharp notes appear. For example, just look at the D major scale: D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. So you know whenever F and C pops up, instead of F and C natural, you'll be playing F and C sharp. Yeah. So the scale will D, E, and instead of F play F sharp, then G, A, B, then instead of C play C sharp, then D. So this will be your D scale. Now every different scale has different kind of finger pattern involved in them. So simple scales like C scale, D scale, E scale, G scale, A major, B major, and these scales use this simple pattern on the right hand, which is 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. Now I don't want to make this video too long, so please check the description box for the finger pattern of different major scales and different minor scales. Okay, now talking of minor scales, let us start with simplest minor scale. That will be the A minor scale. A minor scale is the simplest minor scale. Why? The reason is same, that it includes all the white notes. So you go from A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. This is the A minor scale. Now you might have noticed one thing, that the keys that are being used in the A minor scale and C scale are the same. That is why the A minor scale is called the relative minor of C. Yeah, and A minor scale in terms of whole steps and half steps has this pattern. You start from A, then go a whole step, then half, then whole, then whole, then half, then whole, whole. So the pattern is whole, half, whole, half, whole. This will be the pattern for any minor scale. If you want to play, suppose, E minor scale, so you start on E, then go whole step, then half, then whole, then whole, then whole, then half, then whole, then whole. So this will be the E minor scale. Now the relative minor of any major scale is always its sixth note. Suppose you take C scale as an example, C, D, E, F, G, A. So A will be the relative minor of C. If you start on G scale, this is the G scale, so the sixth note of G, this will be the minor. So E will be the relative minor of G major. And suppose you know the minor scale, suppose you know the A minor scale, and if you want to find the relative major of this scale, then what you do, you go on the third note, then first, second, third. So C is the relative major of A minor scale. Now I'll just try to give a brief introduction of chords. So chords are usually multiple notes played at the same time to create some different kind of harmony. Yeah, suppose if you take a major scale, that is C major scale, then you can make a C major chord by using the first, third and the fifth note of that scale. I don't know if it is visible to you. First, third and the fifth. So this will make a C major chord. Yeah, suppose you want to make it for any different major scale. If it had been the D major scale, then it will be third, then fifth. So this will be the D major chord. Now if you want to make any minor chord, what you do is just play that minor scale and use the first, third and the fifth notes of that scale. So suppose A minor, A, B, D, E. So A, C, E. These are the first, third and the fifth notes of the scale. So this makes an A minor chord. Now most of the songs that you hear are based only on 4 chords, and a scale typically can be associated with 4 different kinds of chords. Suppose you have a major scale like C major scale. So the first note will be a major chord, the fourth note will be a major chord, the fifth note will be a major chord, and the sixth note will be a minor chord. So the 4 chords of this major scale will be C major, F major, G major and A minor. So 1, 4, 5 and 6th. 6th will be the minor. And suppose you want to play the chords for any minor scale. So what do? You start on the first chord, which suppose A minor is your scale. So you start on A minor, then go to the 5th note, which is, this will be the major, 6th and 7th. Now for a minor scale, the chord will be the 1st, the 5th, the 6th and the 7th. So first will be a minor chord, then the 5th note will be a major chord, 6th will be a major chord and the 7th will be also a major chord. So you see the guys holding the guitar and playing 4 chords, but उन्हें भी ज़्यादा कुछ आता नहीं है. They only know all the major chords, all the minor chords. So all the major chords are 12 major chords, there are 12 minor chords, and they search for the chords and just play it along the song and matching up with the beat. You can also do that. You can just search for any chords for a song and try to play it wherever it is coming. For example, a very famous song, Gulabi Aankhein, you must have heard of this song. So it has very simple chord progression. The chord progression is A minor, then G major, then F major, then E major. So the song is like गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी, शराबी ये दिल हो गया, संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारो, संभलना मुश्किल हो गया. You can try and experiment with these chords, and it will sound in different kinds of happy music, sad music. If you want to remember, you can remember this, that any happy song will mostly be based on a major scale, and any sad song will mostly be based on a minor scale. So that is all for today. Now, today I told you a lot of different concepts. Now, you don't really need to memorize everything. You just need to know the technique, how to construct a major scale, how to construct a minor scale, how to construct a chord of a scale, what are the chords for a major scale, what will be the chords for a minor scale. And you need to remember the whole step and the half step patterns for the major and the minor scale. That is all. Once you know these things, you can construct anything and play any song you want. Well, you might not be able to play any song in the beginning, but at least you can play a simpler version of that song. Now in the next video, I'll show you how just using this information, you will be able to play different songs just by hearing to that song. So if you learned something new from this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. Please share this video, because I want more people to know about my channel and learn these things, because people think that learning an instrument is such a difficult job, but it is actually not. It is a really simple thing, and it is a very logical thing. So you can go right now, click that share button, share this video on WhatsApp, share this video on Facebook with your friends who you might think that want to learn piano. Also, please comment down below if you have any suggestions for these tutorial videos. Last time I received many suggestions on my personal message telling me that okay, sound was not right, maybe your pace was not okay. This video I tried to improve all those things. If you find an improvement, please tell me, and if you think that there is a room for improvement, do tell me in the comment section, because your comments do really matter, and I read all of your comments. So thank you everyone. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.